sure fun to watch. We love what we do, we're drinking every brew. Man, we talk some shit, but we're telling the truth. Yeah, we're the Scotchy Bourbon Boys, raisins in hell and making some noise. Yeah, we're the Scotchy Bourbon Boys, we're here to have fun and we hope you enjoy. We're here to have fun.
Here we go. Woo! We're live for YouTube.
Hello, YouTube. Hello, YouTube.
Which fucking like camera are we on?
We're on
YouTube.
this camera for YouTube, and that's the Facebook back there.
Okay, I can. Can you send me a link
Just
for
look,
the YouTube one?
We're not live. We're recording.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Usually, what happens when I go live for YouTube, the whole computer just blows up.
Because I was about to be like, I have like almost 2,000 subscribers on YouTube. That would be way more ideal.
Yeah, and well, okay. Let's see. Well, we're recording reactions, apps, more. Let's see if I can do it. I tried once. This could blow up the whole podcast. So here we go. Live on. Should I go it? Should I do it?
Oh yeah, it's going so well at this point.
It's going great. And we got lots of people watching. Let's try live on. Do you really want me to try to go live on YouTube?
Yeah, I can like so much easier get my
Give 'em
guys
hell.
on that.
What just happened? We're going live on YouTube. Accounts. Is it going to let me?
Send me a link for that, please.
It's not yet. Choose an account. The Scotchy Bourbon Boys. Okay, come on, let go. Seriously. It won't let go of it. There we go. Here we go. There we go. The Scotchy Bourbon Boys. Choose your account or brand.
Scott down below, Scotchy Bourbon Boys.
Scotchy Bourbon Boys YouTube. Here it is.
Honestly, live on YouTube feels.
Here we go. This is it. Are we going to get screwed? Here it goes. Wait. Live stream by staying at this meeting. We're live. Here we go. We're going to be live for the first time on YouTube.
I mean, my fucking
Here it
lives on
comes.
YouTube, they get like, I usually get like around 50 at a time.
Let's wait. Got it.
Look at
Live
that.
stream by staying at the
Pretty
meeting.
we are.
Okay, we're live. Here we go. We're going to be live.
Okay,
for the
can I get a
first-
link to that?
Yeah, but that's the
I mean,
Scotchy
my
Bourbon
fucking
Boys.
lives, they get like-
But I mean,
I usually get like around.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
but now we have a
stream by staying at the meeting.
So how do we have a delay?
Here we go. We're gonna be live.
Okay, can I get a link?
Yeah, but that's
Mute
that's
the
the
YouTube.
Scotchy
Mute
the
YouTube.
YouTube.
Yeah.
But I mean, okay, where's mute?
Right there.
you go.
Yeah, the
God.
volume button.
Right there.
There you go.
All
And
right,
then-
can you hear us?
Then you can turn on.
Can you hear us, Super Nash?
Yep.
You can. Can you see us?
Yes.
Where's the Zoom meeting? Oh, so we're live on YouTube. Now I got to find the Zoom meeting. Meeting information, Zoom,
This
post
has been a
meeting.
deal.
This is awesome. We got that, but I lost the actual Zoom meeting and he did not.
So wait, it's called Penelope. Yep, that's it.
That's it.
There you go. I can send you a link.
All right. Now, should I go back to we should get off this actual, let's see, where is it? Where's the actual YouTube? It's right there, right? So should I go back to Zoom? Okay. And should I, no, that's not start that meeting, join that meeting, right? Post attendee, post it. How do I, meeting information?
You should have a meeting,
If I start this meeting, is it going to screw everything up?
probably.
We had a meeting.
Wait, did we?
Okay,
why
join
did
a
we use
meeting.
Supernav? Looks like it's
Go live.
Wait, can we hear him?
Yeah, we can hear you. Oh, I found it. And we're live YouTube. All right. Okay. Don't
Bring
end
up-
meeting.
See if you can bring up the YouTube, just so we can.
But the YouTube is telling me it's live.
yeah,
so-
just so we can see the chat.
Oh, God.
I got that. I can see the chat.
Oh, you can? Okay, cool.
Okay.
I told some of my guys to come over, but like,
All right. So there we go, folks. Let's see the chat on, you're on YouTube. I'll watch the chat on,
Reels, Facebook.
on Reels. Let's go. I mean, this is the technology that we're dealing with, folks. Let's go.
And in spite of that, we're pushing 1,000 members.
Yeah, that's what's up.
Okay, we still have 12 people here
Yay!
and a couple comments.
Yeah, after our whole ass fucking ordeal here.
All right. So Karen's still here, and
Yay.
so is
Thank you, Karen.
Lee's Town Liquors are watching. Welcome, everybody. I got that going. Let's see if I could drop that back more. Okay, I got that. We got the Penelope. What do we got here? It's okay. So welcome everybody on. Okay, welcome everybody. Facebook. We got everybody YouTube live this
All right.
tonight.
Welcome
We're
to
having the
YouTube
Scotchy
Live.
Bourbon Boys.
Is you guys first time going on YouTube Live?
The
Yes,
first time
this
that
is our
hasn't
first time.
exploded, yeah.
Yeah, well, we've never
So to
been
speak.
live on YouTube. Right,
Okay, gotcha.
exactly. So now what we're gonna do is so everybody, take a look. What was that? Super Nash?
I'm gonna have a pour Penelope toasted barrel straight while you're getting all this straightened out.
Yes, okay. So now we're almost ready
So
to.
man, like, I'm gonna go wasted while you guys are figuring this shit out.
Hey, wait a second.
That's why our viewership dropped on.
Right.
Everybody's pounding one down.
There's no viewership dropped off. We still have 12. Usually it's like 3 or 4.
True,
It's
we
all
popular
good
right
tonight. We're pouring Penelope.
So you guys are welcome. The pretty faces bring them all here.
Yeah, and you're making us take chances.
Thank you.
It's the young
Same.
guy making us take some shit. We just
Like
poured
going
Penelope
YouTube.
White Label.
Also, like going live on both Facebook and YouTube, that's a fucking move right there.
Yeah, we
It
got
is.
both going.
Right.
So, but now we are going to get into this, and I'm really going to challenge you because you have to. I did the new members post, so you're going to have to see. You're going to have to check that too soon. But
Holy shit, I'm gonna have to
yeah,
work.
you're gonna. And for me,
Hang around the chat line.
we are. I don't even know what the hell's going on here with this. All right. So what I'm going to do is get the podcast
I got
rolling on
I'm looking right at it.
what you're all going to get is a 30-second delay on YouTube, but YouTube eventually when I've never done YouTube live. So this is going to be up YouTube live. So let me mention, we're going to get going and I'll mention all our sponsors, the Spirit of French Lick.
It was gonna be up YouTube.
It's like, I don't know what the fuck's happening here. It's like, Jesus. Help me.
What did he just
We
say?
just
Tiny's
want chaos
drowning.
Wait a minute.
Tiny is drowning. All right.
I come once and it's just everything's going to shit, I guess.
No, it isn't going to shit. We're just doing so many things. Let's start the actual recording here and you got to be quiet and start the countdown.
This is Alan Bishop, head alchemist at Spirits of French Lick. Be on the lookout for a brand new bottled and bond Solomon Scott rye whiskey. Made from a mash composed of 65% rye, 35% corn, and 5% victory malt. This 5-year-old 100 proof rye whiskey is a throwback to early 1800s style rye whiskeys of the Ohio Valley. Named after the legendary Daisy Spring Mill distillery owner turned moonshiner Solomon Scott of Paoli, Indiana. Remember, drink responsibly and never drink and drive.
Dant Crossing, Gethsemane, Kentucky. Timeless hospitality that stirs the spirit. Dant Crossing is a one-of-a-kind destination for unforgettable weddings, memorable corporate events, day trips, and weekend getaways. The pastoral campus is anchored by Log Still Distillery and includes an amphitheater that seats 2,000, a 12-acre lake for fishing and unique lodging options, creating an immersive experience that's rooted in the community and culture of our little slice of Kentucky. More attractions will open soon at Dant Crossing, including our 21,000 square foot distillery, which we will have the ability to produce 15,000 barrels of spirit each year, a network of wooded walking trails, fully functional private train depot, farm-to-table restaurant, and the Legacy, a premier wedding and events venue. Whether you're looking to host an event, book a stay, or reserve a tasting, we're ready to welcome you. Learn more at dantcrossing.com.
sure fun to watch. We love what we do, we're drinking every brew. Man, we talk some shit, but we're telling the truth. Yeah, we're the Scotchy Bourbon Boys, raisins in hell and making some noise. Yeah, we're the Scotchy Bourbon Boys. We're here to have fun and we hope you enjoy. We're here to have fun.
No, we love it.
Okay, good.
That's Kenny
I love that song.
Fuller.
Kenny
Fuller of the Scotchy Bourbon Boys theme song opening. Just a great guy.
Brand ambassador for
and the Luca Mariano, and also he's his own solo artist
And
and,
he's just a
plays
good
and
guy,
just
man.
he's just awesome. He
Good
did that. Look forward to Kentucky Bourbon Festival coming up when we do our bus tour. He's coming along and he's going to be singing that song. I mean, that bus tour is going to be
cool. Maybe he'll let me
awesome.
play his guitar again.
All right. So anyways, now I got to get quickly back to Facebook to monitor the Facebook Live. And we're still doing pretty good tonight. Anybody, since we are on Facebook Live, we are also on YouTube Live, and we probably have one watcher or something
We
like
have
that.
one watcher, and that's
Okay.
probably me.
Yeah,
There
probably.
you go.
I
But
just sent
anyways, we
my-
got a live chat.
But we're there.
We
We're
send
doing
in links.
This is a technology first. Facebook Live, YouTube Live, podcast, and Super Nash in the house through the magic of the internet. This
Yes.
is it.
Wow.
And-
Our bandwidth
and-
must suck.
And it's the second that we got Jacob back on the podcast.
That's true.
And that's
Jacob!
Another thing.
and that was
Awesome.
Cheers.
and that was probably the biggest feat, because to get him to come back after the first time, it's just
Yeah.
that amazing.
I love the
freaking
first
feat.
time. I love chaos. What can I say?
All right, we are the Scotchy Bourbon Boys. Tonight
You're
we
like
got
amazing.
on the podcast. We've also
That's
got
like the thing that I like. bring to
we've
everything.
got
Yeah.
Super Nash.
Is that why you came back, Jacob? They told you I was coming back for another podcast.
That was like
today?
90% of it, but like also because he's one of my best friend's dad. I felt like I had to.
and the free bourbon and whiskey.
I mean, his
Oh, right, that too. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Actually, all of that.
I mean,
Yeah.
Jacob's call is Seth's friend. Anyways, we got Xavier here, myself, Tiny.
Greetings.
Welcome back. It's pretty cool to be back in force with 4 people.
Yes, great
This
to be
could
back.
I really sense that we got a good vibe.
I feel like we've launched a Saturn
Yeah,
V rocket or something.
it's like-
this is
Yeah.
it's like
good.
the O-ring has not blown yet.
What are you making jokes about?
We'll make sure it
How
does.
that surgery-
yeah, exactly. But anyways, tonight, just to remember, everybody, we're the Scotchy Bourbon Boys. www.scotchybourbonboys.com. Check us out. Everything Scotchy Bourbon Boys. Check out our Patreon when you get there. Top right hand corner, click that. Any support you can give us, we're grateful. But we are on many social media platforms, which we are on right now, 2 of them, YouTube and Facebook. We're live. And then also we're on TikTok. We are on Instagram and also Twitter. So check us out there. But we're also on all the major podcast formats. So whether you listen on Apple, whether you listen on iHeart, whether you listen on Spotify, check us out there. But remember, whatever you listen or watch us on, remember to like, respond, and
Comment?
Well, respond is commenting, right?
Well, yeah, but like comment.
Like, comment.
you know.
Well, why don't
And
you
subscribe.
like, comment, and subscribe?
That's the whole thing.
There you go. Yes, and
Just like with it.
feedback is good. Apple this week, once again, we just did that podcast, the last podcast that we rose above it. We're not going to bring that up, but all feedback on Apple will be greatly appreciated.
Yes. Oh, feedback.
All right. So I'm really
Happens, right?
I'm really gonna put Xavier right on the spot, because we have some new members in our Scotchy Bourbon Boy Facebook group,
And here
and
they
we
are.
are getting close to 1,000. And I'm gonna put once we mention these new members, I'm going to put Super Nash on the.
I knew
spot
this was
tonight.
coming.
I know what I'm giving as far as the 1,000th raffle, but we're going to be doing a giveaway. But why don't you mention our new members there, Xavier?
Our newest members are Robert Smith, Kathy Denoyer, David Weld, Josh Ever, Nate Van Sell, Crystal Lukes, Peter Boulay or Boulette, we'll say Boulay, and Aaron April Street.
Welcome,
everyone.
Welcome, everybody.
welcome new members to the Scotchy Bourbon Boys.
Cheers.
This group
Cheers to
is
that.
crazy fun, and there's a lot of,
Absolutely.
I mean, this has been balls to the fucking wall the last couple weeks, and it's just going to get better. One thing to announce that in September, the Scotchy Bourbon Boy, well, it's actually the Barrel Room Scotchy Bourbon Boy Select Knob Creek pick with Sandy No, and that we did is going to be coming up here, and we are going to be having a release party at the Barrel Room where everybody who ordered in the area or bought their vouchers can turn their vouchers in, and that should be an awesome party.
Pop those corks.
Yeah, and then everybody else that is far away, we will work on getting those vouchers cashed in. So that's one exciting piece of news. But I mean, for God's sakes, I'm just losing it. We got Kentucky Bourbon Festival coming up, and we are leaving. Yep, there you go.
There we go.
Now, everybody,
Represent.
since we got some people on Facebook Live, and we got just remember Thursday night, Randy Prossi, El Preza fucking Dente of the Kentucky Bourbon Festival will be on with us Thursday night for a special podcast of the Scotchy Bourbon Boys on the Kentucky Bourbon Festival, which runs 16th through 18th, but we will be in Kentucky from the 10th to the
9th.
I come.
I mean the 10th.
Yeah.
Or the
I heard that.
Yeah.
We may have an advanced guard.
What do you mean May? God, it's not May. It's like we could. The one year he's like, well, I got it rented for Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and he's like, well, rent it for Wednesday, and I'm just like, okay. And then all of a sudden, I rented for Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then I said, well, I'm coming down Wednesday too. He goes, well, add Tuesday in. It's just like he's always one fucking up in us. And and you know what? He told me for months that there's no way, he's so busy and whatever, but the one up is coming.
Yeah,
it's like it's the one up.
He's around. Right? He's kind of like Jeb Stewart. You don't know where he's going to show up.
Yeah, exactly. So, anyways, we're going to get.
Wait, this is kind of important. So I'm kind of young. Who the fuck is Jeb Stewart?
Jeb Stewart was a Confederate cavalry colonel or brigadier general, I forget, brevet general. Okay. And he did raids on the north, and nobody ever knew where he was till he showed up to raid the area that he was going to raid.
Okay, so I'm not. So you guys were born in the 1800s?
No, we're just history.
Okay, gotcha.
No, I had no idea either. I was born.
You just went along with
me. Martin, please tell me you knew who I was referring to. Please tell me.
I thought he had something to do with Kentucky Fried Chicken.
I was the only one that pointed out that I didn't know who he was.
But
you guys were like,
no, I did not know who Jeb Stewart was. I really didn't.
So J period E period B period Stewart. Look him up. You'll see what I mean.
Mr. Greg Schneider is watching.
I'm sorry, I'm not on my history.
So, anyways, so since Greg is watching tonight, we are working on, after Kentucky Bourbon Festival, bringing Greg up here for an event, and hopefully it's almost completely solidified. We're working on it, but it's going to be a tasting at the Barrel Room on Thursday, September. I got it. It's 29th. I believe it's going to be 7 p.m. and you are going to be able to come meet the master distiller of chicken cock whiskey himself here in Ohio, in our backyard. I'm hoping he's going to be going around in the morning and afternoon a little bit, going to the liquor stores around this area, doing bottle signings and tastings. But I'm hoping that I'm going to get off work early and I'm going to actually know what it's going to be like to tip it with Mr. Schneider. Maybe we'll do a spot podcast right here from the Scotchy Bourbon Boys studio, and
That would be
Greg
cool.
in there. So
Also known as Jeff Speakeasy.
yes, or the two old guys that can't fucking read library.
That's right. That's exactly right.
That yeah, we try and read these bottles all the time on,
Yeah.
and we're sitting there. It's just like watching two idiots half the time. It's just like so small. We still have our
I
glasses.
told y'all needed one of these,
It's like a
Jeff.
monocle right there.
Yeah, he's got
Oh,
glasses
there we
and a
go, yeah.
magnifying glass. So, anyways, so Greg's coming up, but then that next night, he's going up to Port Clinton for a dinner tasting, which I'm trying to get to go to, and then that following morning, I gotta hop in my car at 5 a.m. and get to Frankfurt for Bourbon on the Banks, which Bourbon on the Banks, and you're coming
On the 30th.
Amzi,
On the 30th,
right?
right?
No, October 1st.
October 1st.
Wait, Frankfurt? Like,
Kentucky,
Yeah.
I was thinking Germany.
Buffalo
Gotcha.
Trace.
Makes a lot more sense. I was like, oh, Frankfurt, Germany. Yeah, like what whiskey is. Yeah.
Okay, so now that reference, because you're on a whiskey podcast, nobody thinks Germany when you say Frankfurt. You think Buffalo Trace, Kentucky, because that's
Gotcha.
just.
So I'm the idiot this time. Gotcha.
Well, right, but we helped you out there. But you weren't an idiot. We were just helping you out. All right, so that the Bourbon on the Banks is going to be fun.
You did a lot of help around here.
We check out that Renee True, Diane Strong, and Amzi Winning all had them on the podcast last week, and they'll tell you everything you need to know about Bourbon on the Banks, another premier festival. But then we've got that whole trip. So we're going to be basically Tuesday doing a barrel pick at the Spirit of French Lick with the alchemist Alan Bishop
Yeah.
of
Right.
William
Yes.
Dalton weeded bourbon. We
Yes.
do a Scotchy Bourbon Boys pick of that. Then Wednesday is our bus tour where we are going to 3 different distilleries. Bardstown Bourbon Company, where again, Greg Schneider of Chicken Cock is going to meet us there in the parking lot and give us a tour and update on the Chicken Cock whiskey. And then we've got Jim Beam. We got lunch. Jim Beam, where Sandy No. I'm trying to get Sandy No to meet us there to go on the tour with us. And then after that, we finish up at Lux Row.
Lux Road.
And we're trying to get a hold of John Rumpy, but we're not sure if we can do that, but we are trying. I have Super Nash efforting at Lux Row.
We're working on it.
Yep. So we'll see what we can get going for that. So that trip right there is amazing. And then you've got all the other stuff coming right after that. It's just such a busy time. And then there's some
We
big
got our
things in the
sponsors, Log Still Distillery. They're
Yes.
having the inaugural train coming into the distillery
It's
that
kind of-
same week.
Yeah, that Friday we got invited
Yes.
to do that
Yes,
by
I
Wally
know.
Dant,
Yes.
but we already were booked in an
Yeah.
event already. So I offered that
Going to
up.
be a lot of events and a lot
Whiskey.
of stuff going on.
Oh, but here's the from Kentucky Bourbon Festival, the Scotchy Bourbon Boys have been invited to the Kentucky Owl media event where Stoley, who owns them, is going to go over where they're at on their campus and their construction of the distillery. And then they're going to launch and have us taste with everybody else taste their newest Kentucky Owl product, which we don't know what it is, the newest release. And then it's hors d'oeuvres and cocktails. And the Scotchy Bourbon Boys haven't been invited for that. So, and then that's Bourbon in the Air.
Bourbon in the air night. Yeah.
Which we're really making sure that we don't kill Xavier. And we,
You guys
Okay,
are
well-
going to have to represent me proudly when you go to the Kentucky Owl thing, because me and Mrs. Xavier are going to refrain from that. So we're still alive for Bourbon in the Air.
yeah, because Bourbon in the Air is all 50 distilleries the night before Kentucky Bourbon Festival kicks off, all have their master distillers and their best pours. And if you sign up for that, you get to taste all the stuff that's coming out or is going to be out or is already out, but it's high-end, high-end bourbon.
So wait, how far away are those like two events from each other?
The Kentucky Owl?
Or hours.
No.
About 2 hours.
No, about 5. They said a few blocks away.
So you can't get drunk twice in a day?
No. He wants no.
You got to pace yourself.
He's not talking about getting birds down in the air. Is it bourbon in the air? Aaron Cockle says is insane, and Aaron's watching. Hey, Aaron.
Hi, Aaron.
But
I love you.
anyways, he could get drunk 2 times in the day. That might happen on the Saturday when we're at Kentucky Bourbon Festival, walking around and then going out afterwards. But this one, the bourbon in the air, if you're going to get drunk and you're going to actually get drunk, that's the place to get drunk. You don't want to get drunk 2 times. You want to get drunk there.
Okay, well, pregame.
No, well, he's trying to.
I'm not even going, and I'm like, no, bro, you gotta go.
So this is like volume 3 of Kill Bill.
Oh, I love this. Yeah. Like, how close can we get Bill to death before he actually dies?
Well, Jeff's done his best to do that.
Pour him another shot, by the way.
Yeah, we're gonna make sure that everybody like we all drink
Jeff knew me
responsible.
prior to 2 years ago. He can tell you what I used to be able to drink.
Yeah, we're not worried about that.
What would you used to be able to drink?
A lot.
Like 2 times in the day would have been nothing.
Yeah, he was.
So you're lame now?
He basically would just wake up in the morning on a work day. Well, he was kind of like you, Jacob. He'd start in the morning and finish up at night.
I don't start in the morning.
Maybe not so much on work days,
Okay.
but certainly on the weekend.
So if I have some left over, it's like, I just gotta handle that hangover. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Jeff, you see Tim David's got a question for you there.
Tim David.
All right.
Love you, Tim David.
Hey, guys. For this crew and Greg, how do you guys feel about the secondary bourbon market? Would you guys pay it for rare vintage dated bourbons or wait for the supply and demand to catch up? Very informative podcast. Thank you. All right, Tim. My opinion on secondary market is if we're going to participate for secondary market stuff, a lot of times we want to trade. So, and then it's like how much, what's the value of the trade? And then it's got to be reasonable. I mean, we would never pay unreasonable prices to drive that secondary market up. But what is unreasonable? Right now, I really believe what people are asking for Pappy. A couple of years ago, I think it was a reasonable secondary market, but I know that Super Nash hasn't even considered some of the prices that they charge for the Pappy. Am I right there, Super Nash?
Yeah, no way. It's ridiculous. Since this COVID stuff, bourbon prices on the secondary market have doubled and tripled, and it's just crazy because people just they just stop getting out and looking and taking the time and just putting the effort out there, and more money than brains and time and things like that, and just and they're just fueling that secondary market and just giving people the reason to charge those prices, and it's just insane. And I'm not going to do it. And a reasonable minded bourbon drinker is not going to do that.
But there is the part of the secondary market, especially what we've been finding, is that there are reasonable people.
There are reasonable people.
It's like if someone's going to wait in line or they're gonna get something, they should make a little extra money here or there. But overall, when you're talking some of the gouging that goes on, we don't participate or support.
Yeah.
but we
Absolutely not.
definitely see the need for secondary market.
Well, why don't we support it?
Because when you're price gouging based off of people's, what would you say, they're uneducated. They go for what they hear. There's this crazy aspect of all these people that are running around looking for bourbons, and they're willing to do anything to get it because they've been told that this is what they need to get.
So we can scam people.
Well, right. It's a scam. The prices.
Oh yeah.
But the scam doesn't always, there's a lot more educated people right now, because like if you walk into a store and you see a $22.99 bottle of Weller Special Reserve on the shelf for $399 and it's sitting there, you know that they were not scamming anybody because it's sitting there. Most people, when they complain and bitch about the secondary market, it's because they see it on a shelf and they're like, they see a bottle of Pappy 15 on the shelf for $3,700. And they're like, that's just ridiculous prices. But the fact that it's on the shelf and it's $3,700 is why you're seeing it. So it is a ridiculous price, but nobody's really paying it. So, it really comes down to but I always tell somebody, at least you got to look at it, because if it was priced reasonable, you never would have seen it in the first fucking place because someone would have bought it. So, that's kind of how
just to give you an example, Jake,
and that I won't be able to buy.
Just to give you an example, Jacob, of how this secondary market works. Four Roses released a 16-year, 6-month bourbon, either this morning.
Wow.
All right.
Yeah.
I think retail on it was somewhere like $129.99, $130. I mean, somewhere around there. I'm just guessing. I really hadn't even looked, but somewhere around in there. All right. Soon as it come out of the store, there were people putting it on top of their car, taking pictures, putting it on the secondary market, $1,100 and up.
Why aren't we doing that?
Because they
illegal,
can.
because
Because people.
Okay, so
And
it's illegal. Okay,
Well,
that's not
but-
meaningful.
but Jacob, also, we live in the state of Ohio.
Mhm.
It's way more illegal forced than in other states where so like in Kentucky, in non-control states, we're in a control state, but in Kentucky, that's not a control state. It's not illegal. They can basically price it whatever they want. I mean, now they're not allowed. Now that's the liquor store owners like that have liquor license. You're not allowed to resell liquor anywhere in the country, but and you're also not allowed to moonshine, or wait, you're not allowed to moonshine and have a TV show about it. But wait, yeah, you are. So it's
I
just,
didn't know what you're referring to.
once again, you've never seen moonshiners?
No. Well, okay. I saw commercials for it on Discovery Channel.
There you go. There's a major show about moonshining.
Do you think they'll sponsor it?
What?
Moonshiners. If you want a commercial on this podcast, just contact Jeff.
Without paying ridiculous prices. Yeah, that's what Greg says. That's a long one there. Yeah, but I just, the secondary market for good bourbon is never going to go away, because rich people want to obtain whiskey that everybody can't get, and they're willing to pay for that price so that they can not wait in line, or they don't have to search. They can just click and buy.
But everybody that knows this, that follows this podcast and knows me for better or for worse, I may not be the sharpest tool in the shed, but I'm a hand-to-mouth drinker, and I most of the higher end whiskeys I will not pay shelf price for, much less a secondary price. I just don't value it like that. I'm just not that passionate about it. You drink it, you drink enough of it, it makes you drunk. It comes out of one end or the other, depending on how quick you drink it. And it's whiskey. I don't place a a high value on that, but there are a lot of people that do.
That's a lie. You caught the fever last year.
Yeah, but I wasn't paying
Yeah.
$300 or $400 or $500 a bottle for it.
It wasn't-
or $1,500.
Yeah, but you were
I won't do that. I won't give you $1,500 a bottle for whiskey if Kate Upton sits on my lap and pours me a glass at a time while I drink it. I would not do it. It just isn't worth that.
No, but what you got to do is have a podcast and have the people selling it send it to you to taste it.
Well,
Why hasn't anybody?
that's not
Exactly.
buying it. Then
Well, the better option is also don't have a podcast and be friends with somebody who does have a podcast and get the alcohol from them instead.
Yeah, because they can't drink it
how can
all.
you make that happen?
It's easier than you
Do
think.
you know somebody with a podcast?
No, not at all.
Not a real podcast.
Nobody.
Yeah, but I'll tell you another thing.
Or start a podcast and
John-
get a friend like Super Nash to
So we're
start sending
looking-
you some.
Yeah, we need some more whiskey.
I-
Tony.
I'm just saying. We've been away from
Okay,
this for
but
a
just
while.
get John and Sherry Spicer, who live up here in Ohio and have a place down in Kentucky. Their collection is unbelievable. So
We have a
by
magnificent
making the friends that we've made in this industry, that's the part that's so fucking awesome.
Yeah, and that was really
because-
cool drinking some of those expressions, but at the same time, you know, it wasn't like I was buying them for my library. That's what my point I'm making. I wasn't shelling out the
See, listen to him.
capital for it.
You just gotta listen to him. He's like, I'll drink really expensive whiskey, but I'll just let other people get it for me.
I'll be honest. I
I
spaced
didn't
out for like.
ask.
Wait, didn't I just say that actually earlier?
Yeah,
something like that.
no, but you were just referring to me. He's
Yeah.
he's on the.
What I'm saying is, I guess I can appreciate it, but I don't value it like some people do. Not enough to buy it on the secondary market.
Well-
was my point.
Well,
Now,
I can
a
change-
certain person in this podcast likes to twist what I say.
I love the twist
Is it
what you
me?
say, but I'll
Sorry,
yo,
I didn't
you
mean it.
would too. And it's not just a certain. All three of us twist what you say. But what I'm going to
He'll twist his
also
own words?
say is that you don't get into
Actually, I
it.
have.
You don't get into the so I watch a lot of whiskey podcasts, and there's Bourbon Talk. He does this fantastic podcast, and what you got to know is he goes to places like there's a person I believe in Kansas who has this bourbon whiskey collection that's so amazing. And so what happens is when you pay attention to other podcasts and you see all that's out there, and then you realize all this business, the business of scotch, bourbon and whiskey, all of a sudden, all these doors keep opening up, and you're just a little bit behind me. Doors keep opening up, and you go through. But I always with Xavier, he's a hand-to-mouth drinker, and he's like, I won't believe it till I see it kind of guy. So I just have to keep illustrating over and over and over.
Jeff
Believe what?
keeps
Whiskey that exists.
Jeff keeps telling you about the doors he's opening up. But let me tell you, I've been around him for about 15 years. That is Tiny. I mean, I don't know who Jeff is, but Tiny.
Yeah.
We're not allowed to
He's
say
the
his
kind.
name.
He's the
I
kind
said
of.
it earlier.
He's the kind of guy that will follow you through a revolving door and be waiting for you on the other side. So just take it with a grain of salt.
Yeah,
Wait, what did that? What's our revolving door?
it wasn't sexual.
Are you sure?
I'm positive.
I'm
Then I'm really
there's
lost.
one thing, there's
All right,
one thing
everybody.
I'm absolutely certain of on this earth. That was not.
All right, everybody. It's actually a really good night on Facebook Live.
Yeah, so
I
we
mean,
can just
just
pour some
thank you,
alcohol.
and
We can do
and we are going to go. Tim Dan says thank you to Greg for his comment. Anybody that was, and then also to us for
Oh,
answering
King
his
David.
I
question.
want to point out one of my guys is on YouTube right now.
Yeah.
There's a couple earlier, but
All right.
Say a shout out. Give him a shout out.
their name was just MCCM. I know who they are, but like I never tried to pronounce it before. Hi, hope we're doing good.
Shout out. Here's the
Go follow
deal.
their channel, even though I'm pretty sure I don't have one.
Here's the deal. Watch Jacob, but also drink whiskey.
True.
There you
The
go.
best advice I can give to people is how to cope with your problems is drink. It's word from
There you go.
I said
And you,
that's the
you
point.
heard it here.
The reason why we keep bringing in Seth's friend.
I bring the chaotic energy.
Yes.
I keep telling you guys.
Yes, but we also know that he drinks a lot, and we want him to come on the podcast so he starts to slow down.
It's like I start drinking something nice, and it's like, oh, well, I gotta savor this.
All right.
Hasn't worked yet, but we'll get there.
All right, Super Nash. We are doing Penelope tonight.
Yes,
Super
we
Nash
are.
has a lot of tasting
What does
notes and
Penelope have
things.
to say about that?
And that would be
Well, this particular bourbon, Penelope 4-grain bourbon, right?
yep,
That's what we're drinking. Yeah.
that's what we're gonna have now.
What's 4 grain, man?
Yes, the white label bourbon here.
Meaning that it has rye.
Penelope Bourbon was
Okay, I see.
created in 2018 by lifelong friends Mike Palladini and Danny Police. Police.
It's yes, policing.
Police.
Police.
That's what I said. What'd you hear?
Yes. No, that's exactly right. I said yes.
Yeah.
Policing.
The name of Penelope is a nod to Mike's daughter, Penelope. And this bourbon is a blend of wheat and rye bourbon mash bills, which are aged separately before being blended and bottled. The bourbon is aged in barrels charred with a number 4 staves and number 2 heads. And the first batch of Penelope bourbon is comprised of 6 barrels, totaling 1,900 bottles.
Yes, and what the main blender is Danny. Danny is the main blender, and when he came up to Ohio to do the barrel pick, there was also a shout out to Matt Ward, their national brand director. They came up to Ohio to sell them. I believe it was 9 barrels that was on the barrel pick. So those will be coming out in late October, early November.
Fill the tank, and then we fill the new oak barrels with that blend. And this has been finishing for almost 3 months.
So this is finished. You basically blended and then put them back into barrels to charred oak, number 3 charred oak.
This is 2.
2 charred oak
And
barrels.
This is a 2 heavy, so a heavy toast and a level 2.
All right, so a toasted charred oak, and so this is, although it's not called toasted, because we're about to get it toasted right here, but it's like you toasted it and charred and then finished it in those oak barrels. That's a fantastic concept.
Year now,
This is
and it was really bad the first couple times we tried it. So we just got these samples.
So now you're tasting it for.
this one's been
So
Have you tasted it since it's been back?
I haven't. Last time I tasted it was January, and it was not good. So I said I'm not going to taste it. I'm going to let it go through the summer and then taste it again.
Okay, so you're just tasting it now.
Yeah.
Actually, this is for
Interesting.
samples. We were on travel, so we had these shipped.
Better work.
I did yesterday. We were like, no, we're gonna sample these. 18 months now, right?
Right.
Oh,
Look at these smiles.
I know this smile. I know this
Yeah.
smile. Yeah, I know.
Can I taste a little?
Yeah. It's getting.
Yeah. Only 18 months now.
No, last August.
Last August. Oh, about a year.
So a year.
A little, just a little.
Cheers. So I actually cut it.
Ooh.
Cut it to 92. See if like the orange would come out
Yeah,
of the
'cause I
lower.
remember the original.
Right. Oh, do you want to try? Would love to.
November, we picked of the 9 barrels, I believe they were toasted. It was 4 toasted. Then there were barrel proof, which I believe there was 3 barrel proof, which is 7, and 2 architect, for a total of 9 of the barrels. And he went into depth on how he blends. Danny is a blender, and they don't distill. They buy their barrels from different places, and he blends. I mean, he went through his blending process. Actually, when we were finishing up with the barrel pick, he got a FedEx delivery with samples of a couple of his blends and he got the bottles, and he then started blending those bottles to see what it would taste like. So it was really kind of a cool thing. He was even willing to blend for the state of Ohio, a couple of the barrels that were there, and they basically wanted to do the single barrel, like that's the single barrel program through the state of Ohio. And then they came up and did the awesome tasting that we had at the barrel room, where we got to taste 4 different expressions. Carrie Sullivan at the barrel room was a wonderful host. It went off. We had about 50 people there that
with the power of the internet and Instagram and social media and groups like podcasts and just the whiskey social setting is so just welcoming, and everybody just wants, kind of like this, everybody just wants to hang out, drink, and talk about what they're drinking. It brings people together, and that's really been the essence of our brand. Try to do things a little differently. I think you can taste it in some of our blending, and we really hope you like it. We like it, so, and we're just happy to be here. That's all I can say, So Matt's gonna walk through some of our bourbons, and we can answer some questions. I can talk about, basically, if anybody has any questions, just raise your hand, I'll answer them. But we'll just kind of drink along and talk.
And that's kind of what we're looking for to do with Chicken Cock when we get over there. So go ahead, Mr. Super Nash.
Right. It's an 80 proof, and you want me to give a little bit of notes on the nose?
Yeah, you can, but it's so, I mean, this one is, I just found this fruitiness of this vanilla kind of pear fruitiness is so amazing. Was that what yours is like?
Oh, I'm getting like cereal grain and vanilla.
I get a little bit of that fourth malted push, that's
malty cereal grain.
There's definitely an apricot or pear taste.
No, it's that fruit,
both on the nose and the taste.
This is a bourbon, but it's more on the realm of tasting like Irish and Scotch whiskeys as far as its flavor profile.
Perhaps a space side.
The smokiness.
What?
Smokiness hits me.
You hit a little bit. Get a little. Yeah. He tries to pull in a little char,
but not like a Eiley.
And I really get the cereal grain on the back palate. I think this is a delicious bourbon. When I did this on the podcast,
very sweet.
Yeah,
really sweet up front.
It's not a Kentucky bourbon. It's not that caramely whatever. It's got that really,
really light.
Yes, I would say it's light. I mean, it is 80 proof, but
you can serve this with some
charcuterie board,
broiled
charcuterie board.
I mean, it is very light.
So, I would like to mention, as we're doing this, our sponsors, because we are live. We do have Log Still Distillery, Lynn and Wally Dant. They have started distilling there, and Charles Dant. They have started distilling at the distillery their own liquid. And it's, they've been distilling, and I'm sure they're putting it in the barrel and starting to age. They've got, initially, they've been distilling for a while, but it's been contract distilling, but they're doing it there, and their Dant Crossing there is amazing. And like you said, that train ride is going to be pretty cool. At one point, we're just all going to have to take that, especially when it's going to be an overnight experience. But the experience now was the train ride and dinner was $55 a person. I mean, that was as reasonable as it gets.
Oh my gosh. I mean, you can't go to some restaurants.
If I hadn't already booked the one thing, I would have jumped at that. It's just
absolutely.
So great people. The dance bringing back Monk's Road. I am praying
Rattle and
Snap gets released when we're down there. I'm just praying. I mean, but they got an amphitheater there. They've got the Legacy, which you can get married in a chapel. And then it turns into a an event where we went down for we were at the barbecue. I mean, it's the
Right. The
outside
Bourbon
is it's just
Festival,
it's set up to do
kickoff
any
barbecue.
kind of festival. It's set up to do any kind of wedding. It's got the reception. Everything's just built in. It's just an awesome event center.
It's a beautiful place too, beautiful grounds.
So, that's and then also shout out to Alan Bishop, who I was able to go down this weekend and pick up my Spirit of French Lick, William Dalton, weeded bourbon, French stave added barrel that he let me bring home. But I stopped off and saw Alan. You should check out our reels. I've been putting it up. Got to do I'm Not a Master Distiller video, which was fantastic, and got to go over and then I met with Dale Bishop. I dropped off brownies from Roxy made brownies.
Tell people who don't know,
Dale Bishop is Alan's dad, and he works with him there at the Spirit of French Lick. So Alan was at Beck's Mill doing some recreation distilling. He's doing the reenactment distillings, and he's talking about distilling in Indiana. So the distillery is open, and I need a couple more bottles of Matty Gladden and Solomon Scott. So I ran over there, saw old Dale Bishop, and gave him his brownies. And it was really kind of cool yesterday because Dale, his father, and Alan made it official that Alan is going to receive the family farm once Dale passes, and that was a very special moment for them.
Congratulations. I want to say something else about Alan. He also has launched a podcast. It's into its about fourth week now.
Mm-hmm.
If you have ghosts, you have everything. And I highly suggest you check it out. I've listened to 3 of the podcasts. So I'm not completely done with the third one, but I skipped ahead to the fourth one. And it presses all the buttons. I mean, history, the supernatural, liquor, of course, whiskey making. They're really fascinating. Some of the podcasts usually go for an hour, and they go like that when you're listening to them. They are really fun to listen to.
Yeah, and then
Alan and Kim, who joins him,
right,
they do a great job.
I had no idea that, and this was in his first podcast, he talks about why spirits are called spirits. And it's basically called spirits because when you're distilling, you basically take the spirit out of the fruit or the grain and turn it into a vapor, and then reconstitute it back into so you're basically taking the alcohol and you evaporate it as if it was dead and then bring it back through condensation. So this is why they call spirits because
so we are drinking plant souls right now.
Yes,
sort of.
And then we're digesting them into us and absorbing their wonderful energy.
Oh, well, that's even more horrifying, if I'm being honest.
And then we shit them out.
And then we shit out the souls. Okay. Yeah. Well, okay. Actually,
don't be scared, Jacob.
I'm just glad. Yeah,
I've done this plenty. Hey, I've done this plenty of times before you. You've got nothing to fear.
I'm drinking plenty
look
of
at
plants.
Martin. Does it look like it's harmed humidity? No.
Does it look like anything wrong with me? I'm perfect. Fine.
Yeah, exactly.
Pour me some more plant souls if you don't mind.
So anyways, when
your stand-up lasted about 1 minute and 10 seconds.
So when Alan made the post about his father giving him the land, the rights, to go pass from father to son, that was a special one. But then I asked Alan, but did Dale share his brownies that Roxy made him with him? Because Dale does not like to share his brownies. He might share his land, but it probably was harder. And he let me know that he said that Dale did share the brownies, and he thought they were awesome. So that was a pretty cool thing. So there's our sponsors, cheers.
Cheers to Wally and Lynn Dant and to Alan Bishop.
Cheers.
Yes.
I have no alcohol left.
Spirit of French Lick. All right. So are we finished with this Penelope, or you got more?
No, that's pretty
And
much
Charlie
it.
Dant. Forgot to mean to leave you out, Charlie.
We're not barrel bashing this, are we?
No, we're gonna
All right.
barrel bash the barrel proof.
The barrel proof? Gotcha.
You'll see.
How we rate it.
Oh, gotcha. I was like,
Barrel bash.
oh, Jesus Christ. Did you guys see that? He threatened me with a hammer. That was
Just like
fucked
Oh
up.
my gosh.
Barrel bash.
Jesus, I did it again.
Yeah.
Super Dash saved me.
It's on video. It's on Facebook, YouTube.
And this will be used in court, by the way.
And that's how I'm going to save you. I will be there with this evidence.
Okay.
Literally, my viewer right now, they were a paralegal in the alcohol industry.
Woohoo!
One of your viewers.
Mm-hmm. They just said that in my, well, it was in my Discord that they said that and they were watching it. But like, so you guys are fucked. I'm gonna get a lot of money for you guys.
No, I'm not worried at all. It's alcohol.
Damn it.
And besides the fact we don't have a lot of money either.
Yeah. Yeah. You might be able to get the 1,200 that I get from Facebook.
All right, fucking, that's enough for me. Do you hear that, MCCM? We're going to fucking sue the hell out of them.
Yeah, but the only person that's going to make any money is him.
And for all your listeners and watchers out there,
also
go to our
I will do it.
Scotchy Bourbon Boys page and get you some of our Scotchy Bourbon Boys swag, some of our Glencairn glasses with the great Scotchy Bourbon Boys logo, or if ain't nobody got a Scotchy Bourbon Boys t-shirt on, but if you look back behind me there, we do have t-shirts with like on that barrel logo that's got that logo on the t-shirt.
If you don't look
That
at
would
my
be
shirt,
the
you can't
barrel,
imagine it.
that barrel lid that's closest to the 3 bottles.
Yeah, that's the logo that's on the t-shirts.
Right.
Now, if you want a barrel head like that, you need to go see our good friend old Matt Bay at Old Man Bay Signs. He did those special for us last year. But yeah, go to our store and check out our swag and get you some.
I'm just saying, my viewer said that lawsuits are fun, so you guys should really watch out.
All right.
That's what I'm saying.
Tell them I'll pour them a pour while we do the lawsuit.
Well, maybe they won't sue you if you would call them a her, because as he pointed out,
That is a good point.
yeah, and be nice.
This is discrimination.
Who's
Wait,
a she?
Did you say he's a she?
I said that she is
They
she.
are she.
Yeah.
I think it's actually politically correct.
I'm sorry. Yeah.
And
All right,
now,
so we got
everybody,
another case for you now.
we're gonna taste some of this Penelope bourbon barrel strength.
Now this is barrel strength, man. This is an uptick. And we can drink to your paralegal friend.
Mm-hmm.
Cheers, everybody.
To the lawsuit.
Thanks for watching.
Cheers.
Cheers. All right. So I love this already. So I went to Wisconsin and Super Nash was telling me that he wanted to do a Penelope thing. He had all these Penelopes and I had just come back, done a barrel pick on all the Penelopes. He's got the toasted barrel, then there's the architect, and then there's barrel picks from it. I mean, it's just Penelope does a really nice job of what they're putting out there. And those are Wisconsin picks. So the cool thing about it is I go back to Wisconsin for my family reunion and there's no Penelope right now on, there was the standard Penelope, but there's no barrel strength or architect or anything on the shelf here in Ohio. But I'm in Wisconsin and I'm just like, hell yeah, Penelope is on the shelf. So I picked up the barrel strength so that we could at least get too deep in with Super Nash. That's a 4-grain barrel strength, 118.6 proof.
Do we have a mash bill?
No.
Yes, we do.
You do?
Hey, look at
so
that.
there you go.
Super Nash, the rest.
Yes, the mash bill on this is 75% corn, 15% wheat, 7% rye, and 3% malted barley.
Rock and
See
roll.
that? See, they got the
And
wheat and the
The producer is Penelope Bourbon, of course, but is sourced from MGP, Indiana.
Yeah, they do a lot of MGP sourcing.
Yes.
They do that. They buy the barrels, and then it's all Danny Police's job to do that blending. Michael, helps out, but Danny was the guy. So it was cool meeting him. We're gonna be doing something when it releases late October, early November. So it should be pretty cool. We might have Michael and Danny on, but if we do have Michael and Danny on, Super Nash, you have to come on.
Absolutely. And we're also talking, this is 118.6 proof. And that's it, except for I got a few notes on the nose, the palate, and the finish.
All right. So me to this.
What's that? 116.8 proof.
But
Yeah. It's pretty
we'll
good.
hold those off. We'll give her our own.
I get a lot of caramel and vanilla and a little bit of peanut. Lately, I am picking up.
You say peanut?
Peanut, yeah.
Do you mean peanut?
Peanut.
Are we thinking of two separate things right now?
No, like a peanut.
Peanut.
Yeah.
How do you
Getting the vanilla and the caramel.
Don't be ripping on me, Mr. Ohio. It's
Listen,
not how
like,
it works.
I give Seth shit about this all the time. I gotta
you
get shit
do,
out of it.
but we pronounce it properly, and you have an accent. But then you rip on us for our proper accent.
Peanuts.
Okay,
Super Nash, can you weigh on this?
Peanut.
Oh, he was right. Look at that.
Yeah.
Peanut.
Let's ask my viewer. Hey, MCCM, how do you pronounce peanuts? And that's probably really hard to indicate over text, but still,
Peanuts.
Like a civilized person.
Yeah, peanuts.
Peanuts is what you're saying.
No, that's Canton. Peanuts. I say peanuts.
Oh, I'm funny. I'm from Canton.
Wait,
I call
are
them peanuts. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what
You said you call
Are
them
you
penis?
gaslighting me right now?
What?
He said penis.
I did not.
I call him penis.
No, you're the one that sounded actually.
You were-
sounded,
Yeah,
that's
Jeff
why he
sound-
didn't double check.
Jeff
it.
sounds more like.
All right,
the
maybe
sexual
maybe
version.
my Wisconsin accent has now evolved to a Canton accent because I say Canton instead of Canton.
Yeah, that's right.
People say Cantons?
Yeah, we say Canton without pronouncing
Yeah.
the T. That's just how we do
Yeah,
it.
I say
But
Canton.
we pronounce peanuts properly.
Canton.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, like that. That's all. Again, wait. So say again how you pronounce milk.
Why don't you say balls?
Balls.
You go. This is how you pronounce it. Balls. It's like let's.
Is that weird?
Yes, it's balls. Like baseballs.
Balls.
Okay,
no,
Jeff,
it's not.
do us a favor.
balls.
I mean, say one word for me.
Dick.
It figures that would come to mind.
Yeah, because
Say forever.
forever.
Oh, bullshit. Say it the way you always
I
say
say
it.
it forever.
How say milk?
Say 2 words for me.
Barrel strength.
You say
Yes,
milk. You say
barrel
milk,
strength.
don't you?
No, I say milk.
Seth says it like milk, so I am.
Yeah,
assuming
because
you're
Seth
lying.
was
Mouth.
5 when he moved here. He was influenced. Seth is a fucking Cantonite.
No, he but day to day, every
Are
time
you getting any kind of bacon spices like
no.
pepper
and I'm like,
or
bro, that's fucking stupid. Say milk. It's an I.
It's not milk.
Also, I want to point
The
out
only
that
thing
my
we
viewer
mispronounce
says
in Canton
peanuts.
is Canton.
I
The
know
rest
it.
of our speech is newsroom English.
Peep, punch, Captain Crunch.
That was almost the word. That was cool.
Peanuts.
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 Who fucking says it?
Peanits. Peanuts.
Wait, pop or soda?
Peanut butter.
That was really ignoring my question. That's cool.
What do you want me to say? Papa John's.
How do you say hazelnuts?
I say it macadamia nut.
There, now he says nuts. Okay.
Okay.
I'll say
It's
y'all
right
not-
in.
no,
I'm
confused.
I'm gonna put you both in the nuts. All right. So shut the fuck
least
up.
you pronounced it right.
You said literally any other nuts the right way.
Yes.
But peanuts.
Yeah, peanuts.
I'm literally leaving. I'm going to go home now.
What do you call a really narrow, small river? What's the word?
A branch.
Starts with a C.
A cunt?
Oh my
this is a
God,
good
he went
question.
there.
This is a good
No.
question, though.
No, I wasn't implying that at all.
A kint.
The thing that
Do you say creek or do you
Come back to
No,
me.
I say branch. Because I'm from. Oh, God.
close
I'm
enough.
getting the goddamn.
No,
I'm trying to reel you guys back in.
So what?
All right, let's get back to Penelope.
The
Oh
Chinese
my
lobsters
God,
I'm talking about?
I got a cramp.
crayfish.
He says.
You guys, I got a cramp.
Oh, yes. Oh,
I'm not. But I'm gonna also say,
Look up what they say.
All right.
yeah, all right.
I used to live on a creek.
All right.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure that's how you pronounce it, right?
It is. I live
Yeah.
on a creek.
So
Yeah,
what are
he
the
was gonna
Chinese
say
lobsters
crick.
that live in the?
Okay, we have to
in
get
that?
onto some Penelope,
Well,
not Penelope. Penelope.
That was supposed to say,
Penelope.
Bang bang.
all right.
What?
What are you doing to me?
Don't be texting while you're on the thing.
well, he's in the YouTube chat,
This is awesome.
which is
Just
just
going
me and
straight
my-
the fuck off the rails. All right, let's go to the Penelope. We're a little bit over, so we got to get on to the Penelope barrel program.
Gotcha.
The Penelope, not the Penelope. Did you know there's a bourbon called Pinhook? Pinhook, but you could call it Penhook, right?
What?
That's what you call it. You call it Penhook instead of Pinhook.
Oh wait, so it's PEN.
Yeah, but you call it Pinhook, right?
I call it Penhook.
Exactly. You just said Penhook.
PEN.
No, it's PIN.
Oh, Pinhook.
Penhook, like you said. I just
Are you fucking gaslighting the shit? I'm like, what the hell is going on?
I did it again. Another cramp.
I don't know what's real anymore.
I don't know what's going on.
Give him a little more of that barrel
I think I'm
strength
just
there.
like insane.
I'm gonna follow.
Bill don't give a shit.
Oh God,
We're just talking to my fan.
Who can have cramps when you're this cramped in the space? All right, right there. That's working.
You guys are a mess.
Hey, I'm not a mess. I'm just
No, you're perfectly
No,
fine.
there's two sane people here.
It's like
and
these two. Yeah, you're full of shit if you think you're sane.
I think he's the most sane out of both of us, I'm being honest.
Yeah.
He could be the most sane, I could say, but he's not most sane. But that doesn't mean he is sane. We're all
Man,
committable.
we're all fucking nuts.
I mean, for fuck's
oh, we're all
sake.
nits here.
We're all
man.
nits.
We're all nits here.
Did you ever nitpick?
Well, yeah, but it smelled like that.
All right. Anyways, let's go. Penelope, barrel strength. What do you got there? We got everything. What's the tasting notes you got there?
All right, here we go. All right, on the nose opens with caramel corn, thick vanilla, baking spices, and sweet red fruit, alongside black pepper, rye, dry wheat, ethanol, and herbaceous oak with a hint of cloves. On the palate opens with sweet caramel syrup, followed with lush red fruit, hints of young wheat, and white pepper rye, which builds into a prolonged kick of spice on the mid palate.
On the what palate?
On the mid palate.
The mid palate. Okay.
Yeah. As the spice fades, creamy corn, earthy toasted nuts, barrel spices, and thick honey emerge, gaining herbaceous edge.
Those tasting notes
as you continue to chew.
We're chewing on some.
Are we chewing?
I do.
Wait.
right,
I like
now
read
the finish.
on my fucking phone for 2 seconds, and I was like, "We're chewing this." I'm like, "What the fuck is happening?"
All right, the finish is warming with lingering spice before faint fruit, toasted oak, baking spices, and young grains emerge. As it moves into the aftertaste, oak tannins become more apparent alongside warm spices.
I am justified by that. There were nuts tasted. Peanuts were in the.
He said it right that time.
Okay, what the
hell? It's
with
like
that?
he's got an alternate
Like,
personality going on
is he
here.
fucking like intentionally being like, yeah, peanuts? Nobody says that. I am convinced that when like it's like it's a Wisconsin accent. No, it's just you trying to fucking fuck with us.
It's full of Belgian. Seriously, Jacob. When I was going with it. I seriously was going with it.
Hey.
But what made me not like say that is like I'm two leg cramps and I couldn't even think straight. And so that's why it went this long. But you were right. The actual pronunciation is peanuts.
Yeah,
Thank
no
you.
shit.
All right.
No shit. Okay, thank you.
We're vindicated.
Hey,
Okay, so wait, how do you say milk?
I just want to go on
I
record.
really say
Wait,
milk.
Super
I don't
Nash.
say milk.
Super Nash. Wait,
Where
Super
did
Nash.
Seth get it from?
Super Nash on the
Sorry.
floor.
I want to go on record as saying that I'm not getting the earthy toasted nuts.
Really, I am.
Our bottle must be the bottle.
I
Because
am
what
getting
you described.
the aroma of peanuts.
I am getting the herbaceous.
I get the aroma
As
of
pronounced properly.
of men's urine, and
I am getting
nuts.
the
No,
herbaceous oak.
herbaceous oak.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to need more to figure it out.
Yeah, yeah. I'm
You need a
getting a
little
little
more?
herbaceous oak.
Okay, herbaceous.
I'm not getting
Yeah.
herbaceous oak.
I'm getting more
Wait, what does herbaceous
herb
mean?
herbaceous, meaning
Herbaceous.
like herbal, like an herbal oak.
Yeah.
Herbal.
Not like directly oak, but oak that's been collapsed on the thing, and then it's been sitting there.
Rotting?
Well, not rotting, but shit.
No.
It's more herbal.
Isn't that rotting?
Like mossy oak or something.
Mossy oak. Okay, there we go.
Yeah, there you go. Mossy oak, because that's just it's camouflaged.
And it's more like Firefox.
I'm not getting
or Fox.
What are you getting, Jacob? Okay, so seriously,
If you would just hush, he was about to tell us.
you just told me to shut the fuck up.
Not so many
Fuck out of you, by
words.
the way. You're a hero over here.
When Super Nash talks, people listen.
Yeah, like you say something, I'm like,
Yep. We snap too. It's like
Yeah, right.
we have forces in town.
Yeah. Okay.
no, well, okay, here's my two things. One, I'm not exactly sure what a mossy tree tastes like, if I'm being honest.
But that is the key to whiskey drinking. As you go, you start to put that whole puzzle together in your brain.
Have you ever like we finished a popsicle and you still have the popsicle sticking in your mouth? I'm not trying to make a joke. And you get that wood taste. That's where you get the oak. Okay. And what he's saying is think of that only if you had sprinkled some oregano on it or something.
No, also
Okay, wait,
no. How about
that
this?
makes sense.
But
that
but
made
also
way more
think of it
sense
like
than
this.
Yeah.
Think of it like this. You're out camping and you're gathering twigs and logs
Yeah.
off the forest floor, and then you go and throw it and you start it on fire. Okay, and it's in the fire. You know how some of it, if it's been sitting for a while and it's a little green, and that smoke that you got that comes off there, that's more like the flavors that they're talking about. More, it's like earthy.
And yeah, an earthy.
I won't
oak.
lie. Like
More of an earthy oak, not
And
Not a nutty oak.
I'm not
Yeah.
trying to be like
Or a
facetious
mediocre.
or anything, but like your metaphor made so much more sense to me. Like, and I'm not trying to be like fucking with anybody right now. I was
No,
like the
that's
popsicle
fine.
thing, I'm like,
It's,
But that's
it,
what-
it,
I
wasn't
know
like a
exactly.
dry, leathery oak.
whoa.
It was more like a earthy, moist, green oak flavor.
I literally know exactly what you mean now. Oh my gosh.
There you go. Exactly. So
So Bill has to be
that's
here to make metaphors for every taste.
no,
of
that
whiskey.
but every what the fuck? It's just like
Stay tuned. I may even make a few idioms too.
He does. That's Bill's strength. The idioms.
Idioms versus metaphors. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Or analogies.
So,
Or analogies, yeah.
so what do you? So you need more.
More whiskey?
More of that.
I mean, yeah. If you
I mean, we're not.
Oh yeah, because we
bourbon
still got a barrel bash.
all
We
whiskey isn't
still got a.
only people forget that.
Okay.
It's so hard to distinguish the two.
So
Also,
Xavier,
all fruits
see,
and vegetables.
Xavier needs to do his thing. Explain the rating system, please.
The Scotchy Bourbon Boys barrel bashing rating system.
Is he going to threaten me with a hammer?
Dun, dun, dun.
Okay, so the rating system is based on 4 categories: nose, taste, body, and finish. And we can rate from 1 to 4 barrel bashes or pounds on the barrel with the barrel bashing hammer, the bung hammer, for each category. However, we made a slight modification here at the beginning of the year, and that was that we all determined from not just amongst ourselves, but amongst our friends in the industry and whatnot, that the 2 most important categories.
He said it. Wait, he's got his hand raised.
So is the amount of bashings is that good if there's more?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Good.
No more
So
questions.
no worries. The
The more the better.
taste
like whiskey.
are the most important, and so we can give them 5 bashes instead of 4. Also, we have this feature introduced by Tiny called a Benepo
And Roxy.
and
All
Roxy.
based off her ass.
And you can give any one of those during your rating an extra bash. That's a Benepo.
So it's a butt up.
So you could have a taste or body or finish be a total of 6, or you could have either your body or what's the other one? Nose. I'm sorry, can be a 5 if you add a bit up to one of them, but you can't add it to both.
Just
You
one.
only add it to
category.
one of the 4 categories.
So let's just say you're drinking the whiskey,
Yeah.
and so
We are.
nose is
Drinking the
smelling.
for example, we're drinking
Body is how fulfilling. You can have a really shitty tasting whiskey with a big body.
Mhm.
Okay, it's how much the shit filled your mouth. It's like if it's complete, it's a
What?
big body.
what it does to the
What?
But
how it's all that stuff.
but
Yeah.
then there's taste. It's just based off of what it's tasting, and the finish is what's left over in the end. Okay,
yeah.
so-
you get a hug, that warm.
but
hug.
if any of those categories you think it's exceptional, that's where the butt up comes in. Like it's the best body you've ever tasted, or it's what I mean, or this smells fantastic.
So basically,
You could
it's 1 to 5, and if I think it's exceptional.
well,
I add that.
actually on the nose,
1 to 5 on nose and body, 1 to 4 on nose and body, and 1 to 5 on taste and finish.
yeah, because
And any one of those 4, but only one of them you can add the extra.
and the reason why we do that is
Why?
because the nose. If a whiskey smells like shit, you go like this. Oh my god, that smells horrible, and you drink it, and it's good.
you're going to
Who the
drink it.
fuck cares what
Right.
it smelled
Yeah.
like, right?
Okay, so the
So it's
least
the 4.
important things about the whiskey are
Yeah.
1 to 4.
Or the-
Yeah, and it's like if it really tastes fantastic, but it's not completely blowing you away, and it's the rich whatever, the body isn't as important as the taste.
Right.
And then what's left over is what you have to deal with. Like when you're done drinking whiskey, what the taste stays in your mouth, right?
Yeah.
Well, that's the finish, and that's very important because you're done, and all of a sudden, if it's bad, you don't want to, So that's why we have more on that. We will never explain this to you again when you're on. You just know it now.
I don't. I will forget this as soon as I leave this house. I'm not even sure I remember it now.
Thanks.
Hey, it's like developing your palate. It'll come with just doing it over and over and over.
Yeah, because you're supposed to drink out of glasses like this. Do you have
more?
do you have one, Karen? Did I ever give you one?
A what?
Do you have one of those at home?
No, I didn't.
Well, what? Then you're going to take that because that's what you should drink your whiskey out of, not straight out of the bottle like you always do.
I use glasses sometimes.
You use a straw sometimes.
I thought about it. All right, so I do have one request. So I will request that, like, in the rating system we go left to
Start
right.
with Jeff.
Okay,
Yeah.
no, actually, we're starting with left to right, which would be
Super Nash.
Super Nash. So what do you get on that nose there, Super Nash?
Let me read what Bryce Rowan said. Looking good, guys. Pour one for me. That's your bung bounder. Enjoy it. Tune in. Great. Cheers to all. Thanks, Bryce.
Bryce is awesome.
Yeah, Bryce is real cool. Cheers, and here's one for you, Bryce.
When I grow up, I want to be just like Bryce.
You too.
All right. To me, I kind of like this nose. Got a little bit going on. And I'm not going to elaborate a whole lot. I'm just going to give it a 3.
All right, that leaves me.
Guys, he keeps putting me with the hammer. I'm scared.
I have the power. The power.
I said 3.
This is a wilderness. This came
from
from Wilderness Trail, and when I went on the barrel pick with Macaulay, that was a damn good. I have a bung hammer now.
Well, pound it 3
When you
times.
get that out, we should play the Immigrant Song.
Are you not going to pound it 3 times?
No, I'm not. I love the caramel on.
Oh, did you?
I did for you.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You're trying to tell me what I'm supposed to do. That's what's happening here.
You
Like I have
talking to
to
me?
do it, and I have to
Yeah.
get to the 3.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I didn't hear you pound it for me.
Okay.
I was so
Well,
excited
I
that
get-
I guess
I
I
get-
got to go first.
It's really unique because there's a ton of caramel. This is so much different than their signature, bottle. But
Agreed.
and then there's a little bit of black pepper.
Mm-hmm.
Just a little bit. It's quite delicious. So I will give it also. I think out of the 4 possible, I give this one a 3 also.
So that means I'm up to bat now, and we have
If you want to
we
be.
have Jake on deck. Okay,
He's in the batter's box.
he's in the batter's box. No, I'm in the batter's box. He's on deck.
Okay, he's in
So-
the batter's.
So at any rate,
Peanuts.
Get
your peanuts.
Peanuts.
No,
Peanuts. Peanuts.
Peanuts.
Get your peanuts.
Wow.
Peanuts.
That was like a total dick move right there.
okay, so I'm getting caramel, and I hate to say it, maybe it's power suggestion, peanuts.
You just said peanuts.
I
said peanuts to make fun of you because that's how I am.
I pronounced it properly.
What did you say?
Peanuts.
Peanuts.
Oh wait, he said peanuts, I think.
Yeah, I think you did. He didn't say
Hazelnuts.
Okay, there you go.
That's
right.
Yeah. Hey, fuck you guys. Cashews. There we go.
Tasted,
Now,
tasted cash.
peanuts.
now he's ripping on Jews.
I didn't say. Oh, you goofball.
He just said cash Jews.
We're so far off the
after he came off of peanuts.
Listen, the rails just restrict us.
All right, let me give
Chaos,
my number.
guys.
Goddammit.
What's the bash?
Yeah. Okay.
We're
So
gonna-
my number, I think it's a great.
I got to draw the line at cash juice.
We're gonna give it a 4.
He's giving it a 4.
I give it a 4. Count them 4.
He will fuck you up every time, Jacob. You can't judge it. His judging is so it will fuck you up every time. You can't. You gotta just go by. All right, go ahead.
That's okay. So here's a question. Can I use fractions in terms of the gavel banging?
Well, how
no.
No, I have a question.
Yeah.
How the
Round up.
How the fuck am I doing
Round down.
half
Like,
or
you
a
just
quarter?
okay, so you take gavel and just really lightly.
Okay, you could say I give it a 3 on the light side.
Young Nose used to do it.
So here's the thing. I smell it, right?
It's a generation thing.
And I'm like, man, that sounds like that just smells like some good alcohol. So can I give it a 3.75 to just
You'd
even
round
all
that
you
up to
out?
a 4.
No.
No,
3.75.
No, you'd say 4.
It's not quite there.
You'd say 4 on the light
He's
side.
at his-
All right, so I'm gonna
No,
give.
you know what?
I'm adjusting.
Wait.
I'm adjusting for you.
No. Oh man, I should not have breathing so much alcohol. Let's keep it a 4.
All right, give it a 4.
A 4 on the light side or an actual 4?
An actual 4.
Actual 4. Yeah, I'm going Bill. I trust him.
This is aroma, not taste.
That's 4.
Yeah, I was just like sniffing the hell out of it.
Okay, so we got 2
Oh,
3s,
okay.
4s.
I watched the hell out of it. It just almost went. You know what's great when you're trying to sniff it and there's a bunch in there and you just snort it right up your nose and
I literally hear. Like,
I can actually
fucking
sniff mine better when I drink it down and there's none left.
oh yeah, what the best thing to do?
The aroma is so much better in your glass.
You drink and then after you're done, smell the glass and it's just like you really get the smell of the
Oh
bourbon.
my gosh, the aroma is
Oh,
so
I should drink all of it. Got it.
Then we'll-
I'm gonna feel mine.
I'm pouring tonight. I'm pouring and I'm pouring. All right, what's the taste?
All right, Tiny.
Wait, what's the rest of them?
What are you doing for the taste there, big man?
He's
Oh, I thought you were going second on the taste.
Why would I go second? It's left to right. Jacob
he's
said
charging
that.
a magazine.
Oh, okay.
I declared it.
Can I have some milk?
I'm gonna fucking hit you. Oh my god. Literally, like me and Seth have gotten like 3 like very heated arguments about that.
Yeah, he gives you as much shit as I do.
For barrel strength bourbon, I really like this. For 118 proof, it doesn't, to me, it doesn't drink or taste like it. Lots of corn, lots of caramel.
Caramel.
No ethanol. No peanuts.
No balls.
I'm gonna have to give it a 4.
You're gonna give it
on
a
it.
holy
Give
shit!
it a 4.
You're
For
giving
taste?
Penelope barrel strength a 4 on the taste.
Mm-hmm.
You know you
I
can
like
give
this
it a-
taste.
So you like it? You know you could give it a 5, right?
Yeah,
Okay, but
it's
you're
not a 5 to me.
all right.
I've had 5s and it's not a 5. It's a 4. It's a good
Did you
4.
hear that?
Wait, were you guys here? Oh man, I'm so
Did
conscious.
you hear the bash? I bashed it 4 times.
Nope, I didn't hear it. I was talking. I was
Okay, let's give
jibber-jabbering.
it 4 bashes. This is a redo.
So 8 bashes.
Here you go. Everybody quiet on the set. Here we go.
Bam.
Did you hear that time?
Nope. It goes quiet every time you bash it. I don't know what's going on. I think
I
you're having
probably-
mic problems. I think you need to put a special mic on the barrel that you're bashing.
I'll put a mic on my dick. So just shut the fuck up.
That would be kind of hot.
And then are you gonna bash the barrel with it? I don't get it, but you know.
Well, good night, folks.
It's your
So
it's
yeah,
your
we set
show.
up
It's your
stuff
show, and I'm not
we're
gonna watch it.
All right, anyways. That was a good score. 4 was good.
Yep.
Did you actually hear it?
No, really.
No? How about this? How
it's-
about this?
It's going silent. Yeah, I heard that.
So with you, I'll have to just go a little bit lighter.
Yeah.
All right, for me.
I really thought he was fucking with us. Oh. Okay.
Chew.
On this one, I get caramel, I get pepper, I get a little bit of vanilla, and then I get peanuts.
Wow, he said it right. Can we get an applause, actually?
So
Bill, you gotta join me in with
the
this.
key to this,
Sorry.
the key to
Thank
this,
you.
this is it's barrel strength. So it's not as body wise as big and bold as Booker's.
But you're rating taste.
Oh shit.
Didn't say I was or wasn't,
Oh, shit.
but
Why are you talking about body?
I'm just. Are you guys?
My point exactly.
Are you both gonna? I'm talking about Booker's. Just
We're talking about book. We're rating Penelope.
All right, Robin,
Because-
Bill, Matt.
all right. So you don't care. You know what? So go ahead. Everybody else knows better. So
You know what, guys?
Go, Xavier.
I'm taking on this
Good
podcast.
Super Day.
It's mine now.
Everybody, Xavier, you go.
All right. I
give
give the taste a 4. I taste caramel.
Wait, I already
I
bashed.
taste. I don't care. I didn't get to finish giving my comments. Taste the peanuts. I'm picking up some.
He said penis.
What?
Peanuts.
I heard that.
I said, and then
We can
I'm
go
getting
back.
there's going to be either apricot or lemon zest sneaking in there too. On this, it's got a good taste. I wouldn't call it a great taste, but it's got a good taste. I'll give it a 4.
I already bashed it. Your turn.
That's fine. Then you guess you don't have to fucking do it now. Then do you?
I don't.
I love this. I love this
You
dynamic.
peanuts. Jacob's turn. Why do you give the taste, Jacob?
All right, all right.
Not everybody tastes
All right,
peanuts.
okay. So. Two things. One, so weirdly enough, I do taste peanuts and not peanuts, right? Other than that, it tastes like alcohol. I'll give it 4 out of 10. 4 out of whatever the fuck the number is. Give it a fucking 4. I don't care. 4.
All right.
There we go.
So
I'm literally just copying you.
Since nobody cares what I think,
Imitation is the sincerest form of flattery.
It is.
No problem.
I agree. So I live my life.
I'm going to give this because, like I said, doesn't have a body of a Booker's, but the taste is very, very close to Booker's. And everybody knows who listens to this podcast.
Bookers.
I love Booker's. There is the peanut taste of Booker's. And then there is also a rich caramely with a little bit of pepper. So I'm going to give this an actual 5. And fuck y'all.
So is this one that we can actually use a 5 on, or is this one of the ones that like
Taste, you could actually use a 5 on.
Okay.
I could have made it,
But I gave it a 4.
It didn't get a butt
Because it
up.
wasn't a 5.
Well, no. Wait, what are we doing right now?
I actually got a little bit
Okay, so now
of
we're going to do
We're
boss.
doing
peanuts
Oh, the next
yeah,
one
okay.
we're going to do is
on the
body.
nose. That
Or
time.
let's give it a bit of.
So we did nose and taste, and I gave it a 3 and a 5, which is 8 so far.
Mhm.
Supernatural,
I gave it
you get 2
3 and a
4s.
4.
A 3 and a 4, which is 7.
I gave it 2 4s.
2 4s and 2 4s. So you guys are 8. I'm 8. He's 7.
So what did you just do?
He just rated taste.
Taste, because I let you guys skip me.
Oh wait, body was last time.
No, body's
No,
going.
no, now we're doing body.
So you're doing body. You just are giving body.
No,
Right. He's just now beginning body.
we're
Okay,
beginning
We did
body
nose,
with
we did taste, but
supernatural
we
and
did that
body.
on one.
Yes.
Okay,
Well, we did
Good.
taste, but now we're going to do body.
awesome.
And
I'm sorry.
To me,
All right.
this is where this bourbon is lacking a little bit, is in the body. It's a little bit thin in the glass. It's not quite reaching out to the side of my mouth. It's filling my mouth top to bottom with, good mouthfeel, but it's just not hitting the cheeks to the side like you would think a good barrel strength would. So on the body, I'm gonna give it a 2.
Nash gives it a 2.
Bold move.
I think that this is the body is the weak part of this bourbon. It don't even come close to doing your cheeks. It's got a lot of pepper in there on the back of your throat. And the pepper spice is there. It's not baking spice, it's actually pepper. And I would have to agree with you on that one. I give the body a 2. For a barrel strength, this should have much more body. And it does.
I think it would be a little bit thicker and a lot more body.
My opinion of the body is I agree with you that it doesn't hit the cheeks. But what I do like about it is the body, and going back to the side palates, it's just very pleasant. We don't run out of gas. They don't mail it in. It's got a great side palate feel. And as far as the side palate taste, I am really, I can't believe nobody else has said this, but that's fine because I have whacked out taste. But I am picking up lemon or lemon zest. I picked it up a little bit. I picked up some citrus on the nose. I picked it up on the taste, and I'm really picking it up on the side. And it's there, but there's no bitterness. But so what it doesn't make up, what it doesn't have in, as you said, hitting the cheeks, I feel that it makes up for it in consistency in terms of how it's transmitting the taste back to your throat. I'm going to give it a 4.
Okay, so what is the last just so because like the way you guys described it, I'm afraid that I am not fully understanding what body means.
What you want to do is you want to, how does it fill your mouth? After the initial taste hits, what do you feel in your cheeks and on the side?
Does it feel taste like a big body? You actually can you taste it on your cheeks. You taste it on the roof of your mouth, underneath your tongue, all around. Now,
See,
a smaller body,
do you have,
will slide on your tongue. It'll just.
Do you have a Tic Tac in your mouth or a Jolly Rancher? Is what we're saying.
Well, I love Tic Tacs is the thing,
but like, a Jolly Rancher explodes.
Well, that's the thing is I taste that and it sticks around for a little bit and is not something I'm complaining about. I'm like, man, I drink any whiskey that I drink, I am lamenting it just sitting there. This, I'm like, fuck, I love that. And it sticks around for a while.
But sticking around for a while is your finish.
But what are you getting like on the sides of your tongue and the sides?
Like right when you get it in your mouth and all, right? What's it doing right then?
So if you swallow it, before you swallow
so look at Jacob.
Yeah.
Imagine your mouth is like this, okay?
Yeah.
And the whole aspect of when you drink whiskey, all this has sensory, cheeks, tongue, underneath. So a big body, it's everywhere. Like if you did mouthwash. Mouthwash would have a big, you go like this and it's all mint, okay?
Yeah.
Same thing, but some whiskeys won't, even if you do this. And you wash it all around, it'll stay right on your.
It stays right there, yeah. Because like I just did that too.
Cheeks.
But it still doesn't. Yeah, it just sort of just.
So honestly, this may just be an issue that like I usually don't like wash alcohol in my cheeks.
Right? But a big body bourbon, you just drink it and it just goes everywhere.
It will.
That's like a 5
it will.
with the butt up, you know what I mean? That the 4 with the butt up, that's a big body because it just goes everywhere and there's nothing you can do about it. Then there's ones that you sit there, which is like a 4, where you swishel it around and it lights it up. But even if I swishel this one around, I'm still not lighting up the whole encompass.
And I was in agreement with that, but when I switched it around, what I did have was quite pleasant.
Well,
It wasn't full, but it was quite pleasant.
And so for him, his body's a little different than mine. He incorporates taste, and he even incorporates sometimes like the hug and the finish into his. He puts it in different, but it's once again, it's what you think it is. This is personal.
Yeah, it's individuality.
Yeah, because like honest. Well, okay. Well, first of all, what's the last section of this?
Is finish.
And what's
Finish.
That's just what's left.
And what is it?
You swallow, and then
what does it taste like?
you were talking about
And what's left in your mouth once you swallow it, and what's down the back of your throat.
Like right now,
Yeah.
if you had a swig, I still taste flavor.
In that terms, I would say 3. I would say 3 in terms of body.
There you go.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Finish.
I also have to pee real quick.
And it's like now, several minutes after I've done finished drinking that drink or that sip, I can taste it on the sides of my tongue, and I'm still tasting flavors in my mouth. It, to me,
are you getting the lemon drop taste, Super Nash?
I've got just a little bit of citrus, not quite so much as a lemon drop.
Oh yeah, it's
sweet. It's sweet, and it's a real light citrus, and I can't quite place my finger on it yet.
Well, it started out the taste on that I had was more of like a lemon zest, but this
I don't know whether it's a
lemon drop now, big time.
I'm almost leaning towards tangerine.
Read the tasting notes on this.
Maybe tangerine, but I'm really getting a sour, but not unpleasant taste.
Yeah, that's when I'm
Super
Nash said I'm not unpleasant, because I'm not getting anything unpleasant or sour.
Not at all. Nothing flat.
Yeah, everything or bitter. Yeah,
it's
all sweet.
Yeah.
And
what are the tasting notes of what did you grab them off of Breaking Bourbon?
No, Breaking Bourbon didn't have them. These came from Penelope Bourbon.
Okay. What was there? What were they? Just review real quick.
Do you want the finish, the nose, the palate, or what do you want?
Palate.
The palate?
Yeah.
The palate opens with sweet caramel syrup, followed by lush red fruit, hints of young wheat, with white pepper rye, which builds into a prolonged kick of spice on the mid palate. As the spice fades, creamy corn, earthy toasted nuts, barrel spices, and thick honey emerge, gaining a herbaceous edge as you continue to chew.
Okay. Thank you. All right. You go on the finish. It's time.
All right. On the finish, I really like this finish more than I did on the lost the words here.
You needed, trust me.
But yeah, I really like the finish on this.
I'm good. Thank you. That
it really hits the sides of my tongue. I'm really tasting flavors long after I've swallowed it. It hadn't got too much of a Kentucky hug, like I'd expect for 118 proof. But I mean, it's very pleasant. I mean, it goes down very good and smooth, and it lasts for a long time. So I'm gonna have to give it a 3
out of 5.
Yep.
I give the body a 3. I give the finish a 4. the nutty taste, the aspect of reminding me that this is similar to a Booker's, I give it a 4.
Also, for the continuity of taste from nose to finish, though it's not a super hot or warm finish, it's a delightful one. I give it a 4. You're bad finish.
I mean, the finish was like probably what I valued the most out of it, to be honest.
Compared to what you drink before, right? Well, otherwise, it's just like it's
it's
like a party in your mouth, right?
Yeah.
So you can give it a 4, and if you give it a up, it's a 5.
I'm not going to give it a like. I don't think it's anything like, oh, this is going to surpass anything else
Special, yeah.
right? Yeah. But like 4.
It never has. It never has to surpass it, but now you can give a finish a 5 or it's the
4.
No,
but if you add a up, it's a 5.
No, you can add a up for a 6 on the finish. It's the taste. And
oh my God! Yeah, you're right. What he said.
So you can give it up to a 5 with a bit up of a 6, but if you give it a 4, that's fine too.
I think I'm going to give it a 4.
Okay.
I'm not confident enough to do a 5.
So you gave straight across the board 16.
I did too.
He gave 16.
Well, how the fuck do you keep track of that?
Drunk math.
It's not drunk math. It's my fucking job. There you go.
I had a 12.
Drunk job.
You didn't. What the? No, you did not.
Yes, I did. I had a 3, 4, 2, and a 3.
Yep. Yeah, that's exactly what he had.
Okay. Okay. 3, 4 is 6, 7. Okay. Yep, you're right. 12. And I gave it I don't even remember. I gave it a 3 and then I gave it a 4. No, I gave it a 3, 5 to come up with 8 like you guys.
Right.
And then
another 3.
Then another 3, which was
11. 8 plus 3 is 11.
Right. And I finished with a 4.
So that's 16.
So I gave it a 16.
Just like we did.
Yeah. 3 16s and a
12.
12. And
that's a 60. Divided by
48.
4 is 15 average score.
60. Yeah.
A 15 out of 18 for the Scotchy.
How's that for drunk math, Super Nash?
Woohoo! It's
Scotchy Bourbon Boys.
It's 10:20.
Hey.
Drive home by 11 o'clock. That's
No, I
all
can't.
day.
No,
This
this
is
is
what-
11:30.
This is what I think about it.
Scotch.
Woo!
There you go.
Scotch.
That's where that comes from, right? Scotch.
I won't pretend that I do.
Anchorman. Will Ferrell would be like, Scotch.
I only watch Anchorman too.
He was in there too. Ron Burgundy's.
Ron Burgundy.
It's called.
And I didn't pay much attention.
Did you know we have to somehow get a hold of Still because it's what's it called? Ravens. Oh, Great Odin's Ravens something Scotch. I mean,
It's Scotch. Yeah.
yeah, we want one bottle. It's just crazy. It's Ron Burgundy's bottle of Scotch. So
Yeah.
Will Ferrell has like a brand of Scotch. And we've been trying to get it, but every time we order it, they tell us we can't ship to Ohio. They can ship to South Carolina. Actually, Super Nash, I'm going to put you on that. It's like that's what we should be drinking in Kentucky. We should have a bottle of that we just all just suck off of on the bus trip. Who's in charge of bringing the Johnny Walker High Ride on the bus trip? I think because Bill is.
I'm all over that.
Yeah, Bill can bring the Johnny Walker High Ride because he's not a big guy, a big fan of the high dollar stuff. So then we'll bring the high dollar stuff.
I'll bring the Johnny Walker High Rye Even if
We're
Bill does
bringing blood oaths,
Is
pack
there actually a chat
pack date for Lux
a
Road.
little bit, yeah.
Yeah. Jesus. Wow. That's pretty cool.
That is very cool. I just
We
thank
got
everybody
3
for
people.
joining
It's
us.
winding down right now on so just remember, so we gave that what did we give it as a rating? We give it 16.
We give it a
15 out of 18.
Yeah, what do we give it?
Out of 18?
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah.
What do we give it?
Most
A
awkward fucking-
What?
It's the most awkward, like, fraction I've ever heard in my life. Out of 18.
Yeah, there's a possible
15
actually
out of
there
18.
it's 15 out of 19 possible
No.
if you give it a vote up.
But we don't count them
I
up.
want to thank everybody at
15 out of
Facebook
18.
for watching
Figure
us
that out.
and taking the
5,
time
6,
and
right?
hanging in
What's
there.
awkward about that?
Yeah, right. That's not a fucking weird fraction at all.
Hey, our rating scale is
Fractionator.
18 and we gave it 15 of the 18. It's just that simple.
Okay, hey, have you ever?
Wait.
have any
It's
of you
even
heard of-
more simple of this because it's just bare.
Okay.
Most people give it 100. You gotta do
6.
I like 1 to 10. That's my ideal
yes,
fraction.
okay, but most
taking
people
you out of
rate
your
it
comfort
0
zone.
to 100, and it's like
Okay, that's great too.
No, it's not. We
0
only
out
do-
of 18.
Well, this makes you think.
It makes you think that 0 out of 18 is stupid.
it's what it is. It's a barrel bash, and it's going to be stupid. So, anyways, all right. We are the Scotchy Bourbon Boys.
So he makes
Yes,
Thank
we
you,
are.
everybody, for watching us. We really appreciate it. The people on YouTube that joined us for our first live. Now I can do Zoom broadcast live, which is just fantastic. Thank you, everybody on Facebook Live. Just remember, everybody out there, good bourbon equals good times and good friends. And go out and live your life freaking dangerously.
Thanks everyone for joining us. We greatly appreciate it.
All right, here we
Most of you.
Oh, show me the way to the next whiskey bar. Oh, don't ask why. Oh, don't ask why. Show me the way to the next whiskey bar. Oh, don't ask why. Oh, don't ask why. For if we don't find the next whiskey bar, I tell you we must die. I tell you we must die. I tell you, I tell you, I tell you we must die.
All right.
Little Steve-O.
There we go.
Podcast is done, but we're
we
still
will-
live on YouTube and
We will
Facebook.
audio. We got lots of crosstalk that I have to take out of there, man. There was a ton of crosstalk.
Thanks for tuning in, guys.
Hey, we're not done yet. We're still on
We are.
Facebook and YouTube.
Yep.
We're
live
just
on
That's what I
Facebook,
was
live
talking
on
to.
YouTube.
Damn it, I was about to say some like horrible crap right there.
You go ahead, man. That's what it's all about. Horrible crap. We're uploading. I just got to get this going. Let me just get this going and we'll talk before we get it. Oh my God. I don't even. What is going? Oh, do you see that?
The Sinners Club removed my post.
The Witch Club?
The Sinners Club.
The Sinners Club?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Something like
Jeff's
the
a member
Hellfire
of that.
Club or something?
I know you're part of the Golden Circle.
Golden Dawn, whatever the case may be.
Ooh. All right,
That'd be
we're
fine.
saving. We're saving right now. I can take these off. Oh, that feels so good. All right, so
I'm glad you understand. Seth gets so mad, man.
That's the only one.
I'm like,
Wow.
they make my head hurt.
Out of probably 100 groups that I shared that to, they're the only ones that removed it.
Well, good.
I'm surprised. Aren't you, Jeff?
yeah,
Aren't you? You're a member of the Sinners Club, aren't you?
The Sinners Club? No, that's I'm part of the liquor cabinet.
Yeah, I shared it with them.
I did too. I love the liquor cabinet.
Yeah.
That is one cool fucking group. You know, the people who run the liquor cabinet are the people we were talking to initially early on, me and John.
Maybe.
Sure,
Wait a minute.
and
I don't think the Sinners Club is a whiskey group.
no, it's
Sorry
not.
about that. Sorry about that.
Why do I think it's not? You know, I don't know. I base that on nothing. It's just a.
Yeah, but
Sorry
about that. Since when does whiskey not go with sex?
No. Where do you get sex?
From the Sinners Club?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, right. I hope Sherry's not watching live.
Oh,
Oh, she is.
Oh my God. Anyways,
I do too. I need a little excitement. Jeff, hey, that every time I get a little excitement like that, Jeff thinks he gets a little closer to my liquor storage.
you just said storage. It's storage.
It's storage.
Shut the fuck up. Are you kidding me?
No, I set the bear trap and Bill just had the trap go.
Oh my God.
Storage. There's a person on this planet that calls it storage.
He called it storage, and I said it was store edge.
No, you said storage.
Yeah, I was being specific, and then you just jumped in with the bear trap. It's just like put the meat in the bear trap and just wait for Bill to just get boom, snap that fucker. Oh, that was awesome. The first time you said peanut, I was like,
no, I didn't say peanut. I said peanuts.
I'm talking when he was like ripping
Don't
on me.
describe the
No, I wasn't saying you whatever, but you were the same thing. You thought I was like fucking for real. He's like, did you just say peanut? And I'm just like,
Okay, I'm sorry. When your fucking says milk, I'm not going to
yes, you did. But when you said peanut, I'm like, man, I'm going to fuck with those.
Okay.
And then he starts jumping. And then I start saying,
did say peanut.
Yeah, but then I even said penis.
This is the Scotchy Bourbon Boys, the home for the phonetically challenged.
You think that, but I was fucking with you all the time. Do you want to know how you say peanut butter? I say peanut butter. I don't say peanut. I never did. And he's like, you said peanut. And I'm just like, I'm going fucking for this. And then you're like, he's fucking with me. He's totally fucking with me. I'm like, in my head going, I sure as fuck.
Awesome. In fairness, you literally just said peanut right there when you said peanut butter. So I don't want
just now.
Peanut butter, yeah.
Just now I said peanut butter.
You did fucking not.
Just now? I was saying peanut on purpose. But I say
there's a movie like this.
But I
called
say
Gaslight.
peanut butter. I want some peanuts.
I have a movie to watch.
I don't say I want some penis.
You want some what?
I don't want.
Oh man!
I'm sorry, I was all in my phone here. So I was just listening and not paying attention.
All right, everybody.
Can't accept what I heard.
I don't even know how to end this on
YouTube.
I can hit stop recording.
I think you should apologize.
Forever from YouTube from now on.
Right.
I'm gonna hit stop
I think you should
recording.
apologize for
I'm gonna hit
starters.
stop recording on YouTube. All right, we're downloaded on the Facebook or the actual podcast, but now let's hit.
Hey, Scotchy Bourbon Boys fans, this is Alan Bishop, Indiana's alchemist of the Black Forest. So I'm tuning in here today to tell you all about the One Piece at a Time Distilling Institute channel on YouTube. If you're at all interested in the art of distilling, whether it be home distilling or professional distilling, and the intense geekery that goes into that process, then check out the One Piece at a Time Distilling Institute on YouTube. I promise you're going to learn something you didn't know before about the art.